Hello and welcome back. Today we'll be doing question 13 from the 2018 Step 2. This is a question that could involve Markov chains. Let's get started. Question 13. Four children A, B, C and D are playing a version of the game Pass the Parcel. They stand in a circle so that A, B, C, D, A is the clockwise order. Each time a whistle is blown, the child holding the parcel is supposed to pass the parcel immediately exactly one place clockwise. In fact, each child, independently of any other past event, passes the parcel clockwise with probability 1/4, passes it anti-clockwise with probability 1/4, and fails to pass it at all with probability 1/2. At the start of the game, child A is holding the parcel. The probability that child A is holding the parcel just after the whistle has been blown for the nth time is AN, and BN, CN, and DN are defined similarly. Part 1. Find A1, B1, C1, and D1. Find also A2, B2, C2, and D2. Part 2. By first considering Bn plus 1 plus Dn plus 1, or otherwise, find Bn and Dn. Find also expressions for An and Cn in terms of n. Pause the video to have a think, and once you're ready, restart to see if you are correct. Let's get started. So, firstly, let's draw a diagram with all the possible passes and probabilities labelled on. From here, we'll notice that in one pass of the parcel, C cannot receive the present from A, and so C1 is 0. We'll also notice that A has a chance of 1/4 of passing to each of B and D, so B1 equals D1 equals 1/4. Finally, we'll notice that A has a half chance of not passing, so A1 equals 1/2. Now let's move on to the second pass. B and D both each have 1/4 chance of passing to C, so C2 is 2 times 1/4 times 1/4, which is 1/8. They also both have half a chance of keeping the parcel to themselves, so their contribution to B2 and D2 is 1/2 times 1/4 equals 1/8. A also has a 1/4 chance of passing to B and D separately, so A makes a contribution of 1/2 times 1/4 times 1/8 to B2 and D2. Thus, B2 equals D2 equals 1/8 plus 1/8 equals 1/4. B and D make a total contribution of 1/8 to A2. A also has a 1/2 chance of keeping the parcel, so A2 equals 1/2 times 1/2 plus 1/8, which is 3/8. Part 1 could also be solved by using something similar to a Markov chain. So, we'll start off by saying that A has 16 parcels. Each pass, A will pass half to themselves and 1/4 to each of D and B. Here, at the end of the turn, A will have 8 parcels, D and B will each have 4 parcels, and C will have none. We can therefore write in the probabilities. Now, for the second pass, we'll start and say that A passes 4 to themselves, passes 2 to D, and 2 to B. B and D each pass 1 to C and 1 to A, and leave 2 for themselves. Therefore, at the end of this turn, we have A having 6, C having 2, and B and D each having 4 parcels. We can therefore write in the probabilities and say that A has 3/8 of the parcels, D has 1/4 of the parcels, and C has 1/8 of the parcels. And that's how we can solve problem 1 much faster. Now let's move on to part 2. For this part of the problem, we'll notice that the problem is completely symmetrical, so Bn is equal to Dn. We'll then notice that we therefore have Bn plus 1 equals 1/2 Bn plus 1/4 An plus C. We also have An plus Bn plus Cn plus Dn equals 1, as the sum of all probabilities will always be 1, and therefore An plus 2Bn plus Cn equals 1. An plus Cn is therefore 1 minus 2Bn. The expression above therefore simplifies to Bn plus 1 equals 1/2 Bn plus 1/4 1 minus 2Bn. This is equivalent to 1/4, which is, being a constant, equal to Bn. It's also, of course, therefore equal to Dn. From this, we can deduce that An plus Cn equals 1/2. Now, we also have an plus 1 equals half an plus 1/4 bn plus dn. Therefore, this, of course, simplifies to half an plus 1/4. Now, we see a possible geometric connection here, so we need to get this form of an and an plus 1 to be equal on both sides. We can do this by taking 1/4 away from both sides, and therefore we have an plus 1 minus 1/4 equals 1/2 of an minus 1/4. We can therefore say that an minus 1/4 forms a geometric sequence with common ratio 1/2. Therefore, an equals 1/4 plus 1/2 to the n plus 1. And c, therefore, is 1/2 minus an, which is 1/4 minus 1/2 to the n plus 1. And that's our answer. If you liked our video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for some more fun maths problems. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.